Hello, children. This is not Three Dog. We're not in the DC ruins. We're in Arafu. Ready to go solve the mystery of how those two people were murdered.
What do you have for me?
I never left, Devin. Alright. Let's get it going. So, as I was saying in the last episode, there's two slightly scary places. I think I can cheese the Mirelurks. Mirelurks are melee enemies in this game that aren't super fast and don't have a huge lunge, aren't that hard to cheese. If you've got some terrain that works in your favor. But if Talon Company mercs come, now that might be more of a problem. Swimming animation with the sprint mod is insane. Right. So, currently our quest is to locate the family and deliver Lucy's message. Hey there, bud. Looks like the coast is clear. Eat something or drink something so that my health goes up a bit. What do we have? A lot of bits. Alright, let's go. Oh, alright, mole rat. It's time to play. There we go, some good supplies. Except I always feel like I have a ton of Radix later on in the game. So nice. Oh my god, never noticed this here. There's a ton of grenades. We already bought fresh food. We don't need any of that junk.
You're not here to try and steal my secrets, are you?
No. What secrets?
Good. I was afraid I was going to have to abandon my lab here. It's not easy trying to make Ultrajet, you know.
Ooh, Ultrajet.
I suppose you could say that. Ultrajet is almost double the potency of Jet. Perfect for ghouls. Jet barely affects us, you see. Only trouble is, it's almost impossible to... Say,
Now, what do you want?
It takes 3 things to make Ultrajet. 2 of the ingredients I got plenty of. I distill it down to its base content. For every box of sugar bombs you bring me, I'll pay you 15 caps. So, you in?
Alright,
Good.
I'll do it.
Now get going.
And this is where we can get very irradiated, but we don't want to do that quite yet. We want to do that on our way out. Alright, this is where we need to cheese some crabs. Oh my god. Why did that one drop? That was close. So maybe I hit one of these stalactites and it bounced backwards? Over here. Nice. Don't have much ammo left, but I should be good for the rest of this. Now, what I have to watch out for is this. I guess since we disarmed it, it shouldn't kill us. This is a grenade bandolier up here. Yeah, I absolutely hate those. With passion. Oh, I need explosives 30. It's necessary. Because other things can trigger that, you know, like explosives nearby or shooting it or knocking into it. God, I hate this area. There we go. That's how you disarm it. There we go. I think that should be all the traps.
Whoa, whoa, slow down there. This area's off limits to everyone but the family. Where the hell do you think you're going? Sounds like an interesting problem. Let me take 100 of those off your... I suggest taking the door around the corner if you want. If I were you, I'd speak to Vance before you poke around too...
A little bit of jingle jangle in your pockets can always grease the gears. One thing that I guess has always confused me, and probably every Fallout fan, is how I have 673 bottle caps on me. And you can get up to thousands. Like how do you carry, in New Vegas, how do you carry 10,000 bottle caps on you? That's why NCR currency is superior. Paper. Hello, Mr.
Welcome to our home. My people call me Vance. I lead this group of weary travelers and
I bet he eats with
outcasts
the
who
oven.
need a home. And to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? What you see before you is the last bastion of hope for the downtrodden and misunderstood. It is a sanctuary for the oppressed and a beacon of faith for the tyrannized. We are the remnants of society, cast aside like the clean-picked bones of a hunter's feast. I led my flock beneath the sun-baked sands of the wasteland to keep them safe and teach them my ways. Men of science would call us cannibals, eaters of human flesh. Society labels us as monsters, demons and the unclean. You amaze me. Never have I met a human. Tell me that. Do you think I believe I can turn into a bat and fly away? Of course not. Do I cast my image in a mirror? Absolutely. Now ask me if I believe these individuals from every corner of the wasteland need me to give them a sense of purpose and identity. I have shown these people the ways of the vampire. Now you disappoint me. You need to I have reined in their cravings and taught them to eat no. Most importantly, they have a family. Ah, yes. Then a part of his human family still remains? Ian is at a critical moment in his life right now. It would be ill-advised for me to allow you to... Ian's hunger for flesh overwhelmed. Because of my intervention that night, he stopped just short of being... I am telling you, he will no longer be labeled as such. He has become one of us, a member of the family. The hunger that drives us must be kept in check. It is one of the most difficult things to teach. Ian lost control because no one was around to guide him. His own family was alien to him. I had always assumed if a human... It appears my fears were ill... Very well.
I know this...
You got the cash?
These
I got
people
the
are
time.
pretty creepy and like what they do is
Hey there,
wrong,
how's it going?
but
Oh, just
I
dandy.
pretty much...
I think the new guy
I could side with these guys, you know? Like,
never had someone so
never
good.
played a cannibal playthrough, but if these people actually have that problem of cannibalism and he's teaching them not to actually kill and eat people, but instead to just like drink blood, especially if it's not always people. Like, I know they were killing the cows and drinking their blood. It's a bit of a better alternative than to have these cannibals running around outside. Hot take. Alright, let's open this baby up. I love this dialogue.
What do you want?
You're a bitch to find.
Well, maybe that's because I don't want to be found. Why the heck are you looking for me? Home? I don't have a home anymore. Then you must think I'm... There's something inside me. I'm a mutant, a fucking freak. The only person I was ever able to talk to was my sister Lucy, and she's gone. No one gives a shit about me except Vance and the family. Can't...
I always give him the letter because that's just like the normal progression. But maybe he's better off here. This is a hard one. I think he does belong with them.
Thank you for understanding. This place is all I've got, and I... Would you speak to Vance for me?
That is, in the many, many times I've played this game, that's the first time I've chose that option. Let's see what the outcome is.
Never seen you around here before.
I trust your... as long as you maintain this. Many years ago, I survived. The problem with your idea is that... Agreed. Please, take this proposal to Arafu. Speak with them, and I thank you for showing me that your kind can be trusted. Now, what have you... When you first arrived, I was suspicious of... I can assure you Ian will be... Please, I want you to take this. Goodbye, human.
Oh, does he give the shish kebab schematic? Okay. If I was playing a melee playthrough, that'd be pretty fun.
Howdy, handsome.
Well, well. I haven't had... Come back and see me when I'm...
Right? The second reason we came here, besides the quest, is because this guy usually sells some good stuff. Is he a night person or a day person? Night person.
You gonna gawk all day, or you gonna buy something?
Oh, I'm gonna buy something.
If your caps are good...
Let's just see what you're selling. Right. There we go. Some good stuff. This is what we want right here. Laser rifle. Okay. See if he has any upgrades to this. Some of those. Oh, that's free? Interesting. I feel like they messed with the... Not messed, but they changed up the prices. 21 scrap a bit in this version of Tale of Two Wastelands. The last one I played, prices seemed like they were a lot higher for everything. Okay. No, he doesn't have anything. That's alright. What we need... It's gonna be expensive. I think it's time we get rid of the pistol. Our gun skill just isn't that good. Okay. Should be good.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
He can't repair. Okay. Alright, let's change up the layout a little bit. So this will still be 1. Brass knuckles will be 3. And laser rifle will be 5. It's a little bit in your face, I think, with the new scope. Actually, I don't know if this is new. I think the iron sights just didn't work on my last playthrough. Tale of Two Wastelands. Requirements for this gun. 25. Strength 3. Okay, I got that. Alright, this should be good. Now we have more of a long-range weapon that does a decent amount of damage. Let's change that too. Go over here in the settings, onto the teeth, and 5 should be... resume back at Arfu. Before we go back to Arfu, we have a matter to attend to. We need to get sick. 600 rads, kind of sick. It's not gonna feel good, obviously, but we gotta do it. And that's 600, isn't it? There we go. So here we are, back in
I
Arfu.
take it you found the place.
Yes, I did,
Well,
Evan.
holy shit, you're back. What the? I don't know how you did it, but goddamn, am I glad you walked. What about?
I have to lie every time?
Damn. Well, maybe he just made a run for Meg. Sorry everything didn't work out. Interesting. It seems they wish to enter into some... I guess it's better than pointing... Let Vance... I've been saving... You're welcome to...
I think someone over here can repair my weapons. She just gives me some stupid...
Huh?
I'll show you.
Oh, you're back.
Hey there. Why, yes. Let me...
Chocolate chip cookies. A tin can.
Don't mind Brayley. Well, all I can do, that's usually because Brayley...
He can't repair past 47? Alright. Stupid. His repair skill's 12, yeah, that's why. Oh my god, it's so dark out here. I think she gives me the locations of a few places on the map.
I'm glad I was wrong about you. There are a few interesting places around here I've heard of.
So, basically, I don't want to fast travel in this playthrough, but I'm gonna make a few exceptions, and that is fast traveling between settlements. I think that's okay. So I'm not gonna fast travel, say, to like the Seneca station, or if I know any of these places, I wouldn't fast travel to there, but from Arfu to Megaton, yeah, or Megaton to Rivet City, because it gets boring running the routes every time in this game. I think for the most part I'll do that. And I'm trying to simulate, say, like, you just hitch a ride with the caravan that goes between them. So only settlements that have a caravan outside. Like, I think Big Town over here doesn't have a caravan, so I wouldn't do it there. Let's go to Megaton. Alright. See what we can get in Greater Side Supply. Does she have any water
How's the
here?
field research going?
Doesn't seem like she does.
Oh, feeling it.
Oh
I
yeah.
can tell. You're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up. So, you're
I love
experiencing
the
delusions
special options
too.
here.
Fascinating. Now, after taking a few notes, I'll take care of that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade I've never had it. Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts.
That doesn't sound safe.
cool! You're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a lit... Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way... Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can... I've heard stories about a ghost town that sounds like the place for some
I guess the radiation perk is pretty good. Like, I never planned to be that irradiated, but I've been in a situation sometimes where there's no doctor's bags and limbs are pretty crippled. So this might be a good way, because I always have Radaway. That might be a good way to heal some limbs. Like, say if I can find a radiation source, just sit there until I'm at advanced radiation poisoning. All right, let's see what she has. Nothing I really need. Sell some of these frag grenades though. Okay.
Don't hurt yourself.
And can you repair my laser rifle? 182 caps. Okay. Nice. And then I think I have 3 weapon repair kits left over. Four. Nice. Nice. Okay.
I got my eye on you.
And then delivering the 21 scrap. And what's even better than the money we get from this scrap, which is, it's a little bit weird. We can buy scrap for 1 cap at Arafu, and then sell it for 21, or sell it for 5 scrap per scrap metal here. It's making 5 times on your initial investment. But what we really want is the XP.
Well,
So, yeah, 95 XP just for buying that, and that's pretty huge. It's like killing 10 enemies. Alright. So the next quest we'll be doing is Minefield. Which is dangerous. I
hope
just leave
things
it
are
at
going
that.
well for you today, sir. Good morning, sir.
Some water. Alright, got some water out of that. Alright, we'll resume when we're a little bit closer to Minefield. Here we have our first obstacle on our way to Minefield. It's the raiders that are just over this ridge. Now, it's a little hard to get them because most of them are over the ridge. There's a few down here. We'll take out. Oh, this actually might be helpful. I'll follow the caravan. Thanks, Doc. You're a real one. I wonder where he's going to. Maybe Canterbury Commons up there?
Cut it out.
See if we can get the drop on him. There we go. Okay. Nice. I'm not too sure how many more there are. So strangely enough, I'd never been to this place until maybe like 2 playthroughs ago. I'd always just ran by it, like I'd never noticed it's in here. Which is one of the things I love about Bethesda games. They've got, you know, lots of tucked away little areas.
Oh my, I wasn't expecting any visitors.
There you go.
My. You certainly do look a little... Oh, just look at my terrible manners. I'm Agatha. It's so nice to meet you. Now, what brings you all the way out here?
Well, I'm exploring.
Honestly, there's nothing much out here. Looking for sand, rocks, we have plenty of that. You're welcome to look around this area, of course. Don't let me dissuade you. My husband built this place way out here for a reason. Well, that's kind of you to say. Yes, he's gone. After he built we decided to cut off contact with the outside world and... Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply caravan that passes here maybe once a week. I trade with him for whatever I need. And besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin and people trade me goods. If not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up on lonely nights in the wasteland. Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to... I've tried to use it. But now that you mention it, yes, there is. My trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one, I'd feel much more secure. As you may have already guessed, I really have nothing. All I can offer you is the same I offer the caravans that trade with me. Oh, I don't think... I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother back in 2077 before the bombs fell. Of a kind, yes. Hilda sent a good deal of letters to my great-grandmother Mary, who passed them on, and so forth. I suppose the correspondence could be considered a diary of sorts. It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only... When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the Vault Tech was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the... Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world. Then the bombs fell. The vault was... She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is... If the case is still functioning, Hilda Stradivarius was named the Swa Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want. That's the catch. I have no idea where it is. I'd suggest making her way to Vault. Good luck.
So, obviously, we will not be doing this quest right now. But this is one of the cooler quests in Bethesda that I think in Fallout 3 that I think a lot of people overlook. Simply because it's a little bit, I don't know, you don't really come up this way. Like when you're running up to Minefield, you normally go to the right over there, and yeah.
Sir, looking to trade?
Or maybe I'm just speaking for myself there.
Tell
since
me
I
what
only
you
found
need.
it a few
Maybe
playthroughs ago.
I've got your fix.
Let's see what he has to trade. We need a lot of Carryweight for what we're about to do.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, we got a decent amount of Carryweight.
Good to see you.
Let's head on to Minefield. Oh. First, we got some business to deal with.
Hey.
I am wasting microfusion cells at a drastic rate. There we go. Alright, can you guys kill that bloatfly, please? They're annoying. You running? Okay. So I'll kill the bloatflies. Let's see if we can do a little bit better with the other raiders over here. Got one. Oh, there's two. Nice. Okay, what do we want to level up? I'd like to get explosives to 30 so I can disarm those traps. But is that really necessary? Yeah, to me it is. Oh, I love Iron Fist. You can really get your unarmed damage to some crazy levels with this. Alright, I think we're gonna do Iron Fist. Okay, there we go. Good. That took a little bit. Which reminds me, I should really save more often. Last time I made a manual save was Arafu. Okay. Let's see what's waiting for us on the ridge. Over here. That's what we want. Yeah, so our brass knuckles now do 31 damage, more than a shot from a laser rifle. But it's different types of damage, you know, physical versus energy. Now this may be one of the most dangerous parts of the playthrough. Luckily in the base game, I mean, they take a decent amount of time to explode. But still, we should be careful. What we need to do is try to take that guy out first. I think he shoots something over here. I guess there's a scripted event. So I don't see him yet over there. There we go. All right. Well, that's that. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Did I shoot his gun and now he's running? Oh, he's gonna get blown up by a mine. What's he gonna do now? Is he gonna go back to his spot? Yeah, he is. Okay, good. Alright, let's hope for a crit this time. Where is he? He does look kind of pitiful now that he doesn't have a gun, but he's a liability, so he must be taken out. Okay. Now it's time some mines. Let's go to work. Oof. Okay, that should be most of the mines here. Got through it all with only one blowing up, and sprint jumping out of there only took me down a little bit of health. Let's see what he has. Sucks that the sniper rifle's damaged now. I don't think I'm gonna take it. Alright, nice early start to the day. Now, hopefully, all the mines are cleared out. I think they are, but you can never be sure in Minefield. I obviously left some mines. I don't know the location of everyone, but in the main areas, I think I got most of them. Alright, now I want to go over there. But at the same time, I don't really want any companions. And dog meat's kind of just like forced upon you when you go over there. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. Yeah, he's kind of forced upon you over there. I mean, you can say no, but you're gonna say no to a dog like that? Still thirsty? My God. Alright, what are you guys doing over there? I'm the raider at this point. Am I really not hitting him? Anything else? Alright, we're gonna stop by here. And we'll send dog meat back to, I guess he just hangs out at Vault 101. I wish he could hang out at the Megaton house. I mean, I know there's probably mods for that. But maybe it's better if a dog just lives outside. Who's gonna feed him if he's in the Megaton house all day? What? I thought dog meat kills him. Oh fuck, 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 fuck. Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh. I didn't even know. Oh my. I hope you're worth it. I hope you're worth it, dog. Oh my God, come on, dog. My limbs are broken too. Oof. Anything else gonna blow up? Oh my God, a 32 pistol do that? No, I don't think anybody threw a grenade. Well, that's definitely the closest we've been to dying this game. Let's get out of here. I don't like the goddamn cars there are. Alright, where's this thing I'm supposed to get? Northwest corner. That's northwest. Okay. Now the problem with blown up cars here is a lot of times they can cause other cars to start exploding. So I don't want to stay in that area. Okay. About minor dehydration sickness. it over there? Here? There we go. Okay. That's 3 skill points. I mean, not really for any skills that I care about, but still. Maybe it's better to have these skill books for skills that I don't care about. Because it's a way to get points in them when I never really am going to put my own points in it. Come on, dog. Let's get out of here. Alright. I'm gonna be over there. In front of here is usually a patrol route for the outcasts. Shouldn't be anybody. Let's check out what this place has. Really? This is the top? Oh, is this where... Is this where the regulators are? I never really choose that part. How do we get back? Probably gonna go see. Yeah. Alright. I'll meet you all back at Megaton. Okay. Are we trying to save this Wastelander now? I guess we'll go check that out first. Sorry, Wastelander, I tried to save you. I'm gonna need to find some more microfusion cells soon. Alright, now we're actually going back to Megaton. So here we are, home sweet Megaton.
Thirsty, partner.
Interesting.
Try Moriarty's. Oldest drinks in the...
Look at this. Right. Time to get some money.
How are those hot little potatoes? Because, you know, they're on the ground.
Good one, Moira.
Like potatoes. And hot because they, explode. Anyway, what's up?
Well, we've been through hot potatoes and vampires this episode, so... And an exploding bus. That was the most dangerous part.
Now, tell me all
quite an
about it.
episode.
What was it like going through there? What's it like disarming a landmine? Oh, well, if that's all, I'll just study. I know you may not want to see it, and look here for your service. For example, repelling mole rats. I'll learn it. So
I like the mole rats one.
Mole rats
It
can
takes you a
burrow,
bit further into the
but
city.
I need it to be tested. You could tell.
Alright, what we want now is to sell you all of our crap. This is what we want to sell. I didn't mean to press A. Whatever. We've got a good amount of stim packs right now. Oh, we need some microfusion cells. Can't you convert? Maybe my repair seal isn't high enough to convert.
Don't hurt yourself.
Repair. This. Alright, dog meat. I'm gonna send you. Always feel bad when he does the whimper. He'll have fun over there. It's a nice area. It's a good part of town. Got some more scrap for you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a drink of water. And I think we'll leave the episode at that. Thanks everybody for watching, and tune in for episode 4.